going on, guys? Alright, I've gotten 3 packages from 3 fellow YouTubers over the last couple weeks, and I figured, I think I got one more coming, so I figured, let's go ahead and shoot the video and show what we got here. And, you know, today, before I get to that, today I found something that was pretty cool. I went to the library to print off some stuff, and I've gotten so much stuff there. Every now and then they'll fill a room up full of old books, CDs, DVDs, VHS tapes and stuff, but they don't actually price anything. It's by donation. And I'm guessing they did this because, I've been in there so much and I've gotten a lot of stuff off of them over this past year that they had another one going on today. And I didn't have any money on me. I just had a pocket full of change. They just said, just take it, go on. And I ended up getting a first print, first edition hardback of Interview with the Vampire by Anne Rice. And I absolutely love this book. I got on board, I don't know, around 88 with this, and had that little bit of tension when they announced the movie, and then calmed down when I found out that, Anne Rice said, if you're going to butcher my movie, let me do the script, and absolutely loved the movie and the book. Never really been able to get on board with any other Anne Rice books, but yeah, this one I could read over and over, so that was kind of cool to find. Okay. Now the first package is that this is going to end up being a trade for the future and stuff. CaptainStrangelife sent this first package, and I want to spend the next couple weeks building things up because the man has 60,000 comic books, and when you watch his videos and see the background and go into that time capsule of his basement, the man's got a lot. So I'm really going to work on finding him some oddities, if you will, and if he already has them, that's cool. I gave it a shot. But anyway, he showed in a video he ordered this book off of eBay, and I said maybe we can work out a trade, and he sent it right to me, so I'm going to send off a few things. But he was unhappy with the book I saw because it was damaged, and it didn't matter to me because it's a very important book that I've been looking for. Okay, I actually saw this book, the complete story, in a giant-sized Justice League. Now, I want to say the issue was 111. Okay, I know it was the first appearance of Libra. It had the Injustice League in it, red cover. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 110, 111, somewhere around in there, right? And they reprinted the issues of Justice League of America number 29 and 30, and I've got a beat-up copy of number 29 I found, and now I have part 2, the Justice League of America number 30, and this has the Crime Syndicate in it, and I've always been a Crime Syndicate nut. I don't know what it is about them. I've always liked them and stuff, and of course, the reason that the damage that is on it is that it has I don't know, about an inch rip going through all the way through a lot of the book, almost all of it. Yeah, actually it does go all the way through it. Okay, so that's about it, but it's fine with me. I just wanted the book. And one of the things is that, of course, the Crime Syndicate are from Earth 3 of a Parallel Earth, and they're evil versions of the Justice League. This was also a Justice League, Justice Society crossover. But what a lot of people don't realize is I actually won a trivia contest online on a message board, probably back in 2002 or something. A guy named Commander Benson. You want to Google his name when it comes to comic books. He is like the authority of Silver Age books, okay? I'm not going to go into what all he knows and stuff, but I ended up winning a contest that he was throwing. It just an impromptu thing that he does. He actually gets with other Silver Age collectors, and they do trivia contests because they really go through these books. I mean, it's just unreal how in depth they go in the books. But I ended up winning it because I knew one question that nobody else did, and that is the fact that Owlman had superpowers. That's what, this is supposed to be the evil version of Batman. Batman has no powers, but Owlman did. Owlman could control people's brains, mind control. But he also had another superpower. Dr. Midnight throws a blackout bomb at him, and we find out that Owlman can see in the dark. And for some reason, that wasn't documented. I'm not even sure if that's in the Who's Who, but it all came from reading that story, so it's really good to get this, But they fight the Justice Society in this one. And right here is where we find out that he can see in the dark after Dr. Midnight throws blackout bomb. And then Captain Strangelife also sent this. This is from 1955, Buster Crabbe, Captain Gallant. I know very little about Captain Gallant, but I know about Buster Crabbe. Buster Crabbe is, you know, I know Buster Crabbe from the Flash Gordon serials that he did. Okay, I have some of them on DVD. You know, so you know, apparently he's in the French Foreign Legion. And this thing is in phenomenal shape. I mean, he just threw it in there. That's just the kind of guy that Captain Strangelife is, man. And I'm also a Captain Gallant Junior Legionnaire now because I had the certificate that I can fill out. And, you know, I can be a Junior Legionnaire. It was pretty cool. Which probably means I'll get a, you know, French Foreign Legion disease. So I'll probably get the junior version of it, you know. And then I'm not going to unfold it, but he sent a great. I'm not going to unfold it. Well, maybe I will. Looks like this is either Ivan Rice. No, I'm trying to tip my tongue. I almost want to say it's Brian Hitch, but this great big huge poster of the Justice League, which is awesome. And let's put that to the side. Love my Justice League. Okay. And then the second package here that I got, and thank you Captain Strangelife for sending that. I'll be working on sending you something over the next couple of weeks. I was watching a video, and yes, I do watch videos. Like I said, I don't comment a whole lot. After 5 years of watching videos, you kind of end up saying the same thing over and over, and you know, that's just how it goes. But his name is Mr. Unknown Comic Guy. Okay, check out his video. But I was watching one of his videos, and while he was going through, you know, pulling some things out of boxes and stuff, he started quoting a song by The Who. And he said, if you know what that song is, you know, put it in the comments, and I'll send you something. And little did he know who he was messing with when it came to The Who, you know. But it was a song from Tommy, you know. Just joking, man, you know. But anyway, he just up and sent me a few things, you know, just shooting a video, did an impromptu thing, and I was probably like the third viewer on it, and got us. So he sent me this from Dynamite Comics, Shaft #1. And you know what? You know, we're talking about Shaft, damn right, you know, shut your mouth. But isn't it kind of cool that it seems like Dynamite is exactly where Shaft should be? Just saying Dynamite. Anyway, this is a great Dennis Cohen cover on it. Looks like it's Bill, can't read, I forgot the inker, but anyway, Dennis Cohen did the cover here. I don't think he did the interiors, I'm not sure. No, he didn't. There's the people that did it. But yeah, that was kind of cool, man. I have a Shaft comic book now, and #1. Definitely an upgrade from the two that I have. I mean, there's not a spine tick on this. There's not a rounded corner. I mean, I'll take it out of the bag later. But I've been afraid to because the thing looks like it's in such good shape, man. But this is Ronin #1 by Frank Miller. And it's kind of cool to have a very nice copy of one. So that was very cool. And if you haven't checked out Ronin, it is a very unique and very cool read, man. It's Frank Miller bringing in his, kind of coming out of his shell. No, coming out of his shell is not right, but you know, he was definitely expanded. He started bringing in the ninjas into the 80s. When it comes to ninjas being a staple of the 80s, if you were in the 80s, you know what I'm talking about. There was throwing stars everywhere. You know, we had the Master on TV. They were popping up in all kinds of movies and all this stuff. I kind of blame Frank Miller. To me, Frank Miller, you know, brought this stuff over. And there's shades of Lone Wolf and Cub in this, but I don't think he had read them by then, you know, yet or anything. But I'm not going to get into it. But it's just really great stuff. It's actually probably Frank Miller's most underrated miniseries. The people that know about it are the ones that have read it. Then he sent this 169. Again, I think this is an upgrade. I mean, these are just phenomenal shape, man. I mean, I see a little spine tick or something. It's no big deal. But this is from 1983. First appearance of the Morlocks. Paul Smith art. X-Men 169. I was very grateful for that. And then kind of cracked up on this one, man, because it's it's a homage cover to the Avengers #16 from the Silver Age, where the team completely changed from the original Avengers. But it's during Secret Invasion. So we have scrolls everywhere. Very cool. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Unknown Comic Guy. And then I think this is part of a trade, if I'm remembering right. Scotx 1307 or Scotx 1309. I'm awful with numbers, no matter who it is and stuff. But I think a couple months ago I might have sent him some books. I can't remember. I remember mailing him. Yeah, I sent him some books, and I sent Tylux the Mighty a trade or something of a Preacher too at the same time. But anyway, Scott X has watched my videos and we've talked, and I think we're planning on doing. He texted me to let me know these were coming, and he kind of apologized it took so long. Not a big deal, Drew. No biggie, no biggie at all. And then I think this Sunday, I think we're going to get together and we're going to do a movie viewing of The Dark Crystal. So anybody wants to hop in on that, and you've got go to my channel page and click the Google link and add me there, and I'll add you back and all that stuff. But I think we're going to be doing a viewing this Sunday. We usually do them around 6. That's not set in stone. Dark Crystal. We're going to try to get a hold of another person or two. See what we're going to do. But anyway, he sent me these books, and between talking to him and him watching my videos, and I watch his. Don't get me wrong, we got a lot of the same interest, and there's stuff that he just schools me on, like Grendel. He is under the Grendel. And what's cool, well, I'll show you what we got. He's a mutual Johnny Quest lover, man. So I now just need one more issue of this 3-issue series of Jezebel Jade. Jade is from Johnny Quest. I think she's only in 2 episodes, and you always got the idea that she and Race Bannon. Here's an interesting fact about Race Bannon. I think his name is really Richard Tiberius Bannon, something like that. And I just thought it was kind of cool that he came out, in the 60s, and Star Trek came out in the 60s, and James T. Kirk's middle name is Tiberius. James Tiberius Kirk, Race Tiberian Bannon, Richard Tiberius Bannon. What a name, man, Tiberius. But anyway, this was a 3-issue miniseries. Adam Kubert did the art. It's from '88, Comico. And let me tell you something about these Comico books, man. They are definitely, they've got a whole feel of their own, okay? And they are of their era, yet there's something very cool. I've been reading a lot of Comico books here lately, and just run across them, and at the same time they were ahead of their time in concept. I think the storytelling and the way that they talk to the readers and editorials and stuff, usually like Mage and stuff like that, is very, of its time. I mean, it's definitely the 80s and stuff, yet there's definitely a feel to them where some of the stuff they were doing is a little bit ahead of their time. Before they were ahead of their time. I mean, if you slapped an Image banner on some of this stuff, some of the stuff can hold up today. But anyway, I was really happy to get that. Adam Kubert art, just great. Oh, Jezebel, that's cool. And like I said, he can school me on Grendel. He can school me on Dawn, by John Linsner, I think is his name. But anyway, Grendel, War Child, number 3 of 10. Yeah, it's not going to show up. Number 6 of 10. Very dark books. Very dark books. Most of my Grendel experience comes from an odd issue here and there over the years. I've got some Comico ones up there. And then the Matt Wagner did these two-issue prestige format miniseries of Batman meeting Grendel. Those were fantastic books. I was like, they have an atmosphere of their own, But anyway, and then the other thing that he sent me here just cracked me up, because I've got 3 issues of this that I finally got around to reading last night. And I've had a friend, Scott Connor, tell me, check it out, and I've heard this and that. Stan Sakai, I know his name from the Groove books. He was a letterer for a long, with Sergio Aragonis and stuff, and then like he popped up with the Turtles, and this character popped up in the Turtles and stuff, and I've always heard people who read it just think it's great. And I got Stan Sakai, like I said, on Facebook, and he's always showing these fantastic Asian meals and stuff that he makes at his house and stuff. But anyway, this book is set in feudal Japan, and it's got a great feel to it, man, because he really can do some great storytelling. But it reads like an old Western, but like a western, like with a samurai, those old samurai movies and stuff. I watched a couple that were like black and white and things over the years and stuff. But I read those three and they were great. And then the next day, this package came in from Scott and Scotx, and there we go, Usagi Yojimbo from Dark Horse. I mean, perfect time, and I was hungry for some more. You know, great stuff, man. But there's 121. I mean, he is a masterless, you know, samurai, Ronin, if you will. He goes from town to town, you know, like that cowboy coming into a corrupt town. 30. Got recurring characters. He makes friends over time. I absolutely love this cover. 134. I've seen him with the Turtles. I remember when the Usagi got a action figure through the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. But I absolutely love this cover. Look at that. Frog, mushrooms, moss, rain. Just fantastic. That is beautiful. You know, great stuff. 135. Yeah, I do recommend it. I really recommend it. Like I said, it's during feudal Japan. Stan Sakai. I think there's some history in these to where it's accurate. I actually remember reading how it seems like some class was helping to teach feudal Japan history. I worded that really bad by bringing in some Usagi Yojimbo. You know, I'm sure there were specific issues and stuff. 138. Oh, love it, love it, love it. So there we go, man. Captain Strangelife, thank you. Scotx, thank you. And Mr. Unknown Comic Guy, thank you. Check out all their channels, guys. Later.